Hey guys, welcome back to Day as Survival version 594. In the last video, we came down here to Belamosk all the way from camp. We found a police officer's diary in camp. It gave us some answers to what might have caused all this, what might have happened. But right now guys, I'm in Belamosk. I'm at the Icebreaker of Death. But before I continue with the video guys, I want to thank each and every one of my viewers, subscribers. Thank you guys from the very bottom of my heart. Thank you for still giving me support. It really wouldn't have been possible without you. And well guys, for those of you who haven't subscribed, we are getting close to 150 subscribers. So yeah, help me reach that mark, or at least continue with the quest. Let's move in. Icebreaker of Death, let's start. As soon as I came close to the port, I saw it, a giant icebreaker lying on the ruined pier. The ship was listing its turn entirely in the water, and the prow pointing upwards. I decided, despite the danger, to enter it and try to find something, some useful items, or maybe some answers to my questions. Go up to the deck. The holes in the ship's hull left me in no doubt. The stern was completely flooded. I went around the deck, picking my way across the wet flooring. If I slip and end up in the water, I'm going to have a hell of a time getting out again. I can go up onto the ship's bridge, look around the cabins on the foredeck, or go down into the bows of the main deck. The lower decks were blocked off by floating grillage. The crash and the stern is in the water. Let's go to the bridge because it is the command center of the ship. I'm not going to read out all of this. It'll just be boring. Let's head to the deck house. Okay, there's nothing in the deck house. Let's move to the storeroom. The security lock seems very robust. Okay, let's go to the foredeck. Let's go to the wardroom. This seems interesting, the image. There's skeletons here, lots of them, more than a dozen. Almost all of them are wearing sailors' uniforms. There are cartridge cases and rusty knives on the floor. What happened here? Who killed these people? See, there are two possibilities right here. Either there was mutiny on the ship, the captain was overthrown, or a third party came and overtook the ship. Let's examine the room more closely. One skeleton stood out from the rest, firstly because the scraps of clothing revealed that this was a senior officer, probably the captain, and secondly because it didn't have a head. Well, it had a head, but whoever had cut it off, placed it under the captain's arm, and even put the captain's hat on it. Something gleamed a couple of paces away. A tiny key. Let's take the key. Let's go to the boiler room. Another skeleton. A handgun, very nice. The boiler room was very small. It was probably backup auxiliary one. Let's take the paper. Let's go to the bridge. The deck house. No. Let's enter the code here. Take the scuba set. Let's go down to the foredeck to the wardroom. We have been here. Let's go to the main deck. Let's go to the infirmary. I'd stumbled across plenty of disturbing scenes since the day I woke up in Nikhil. But this is probably the worst. It wasn't an infirmary, it was a tomb. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's go to the bunk room. In the bunk room I came across two dead sailors. One was doubled on the floor and the other was sitting with his head resting against the bed. I spotted a notebook and pencil on the bed. The sailor had drawn something for Dad. It looked like a butterfly. Okay, September 22, 1984. I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. And the cap said no one was leaving the ship. An order settled down. Few orders struck him with a knife. Okay, so there was mutiny against the captain. And then those bastards started shooting. They had knives and guns. We had nothing and ran. Okay. You guys can read this. I don't want it to be boring for you. They started the engines. The ship is moving. What the hell is going on? The icebreaker ran into a pier or some kind. It's a miracle we survived the crash. Now I get it. Belamosk. The scumbags want to disembark. Some things are becoming clear. At least I now know the story ended. How the story ended, but how did it start? Why did the captain forbid anyone to leave the ship? Why did Fyodor and there is mutiny? Where did the bodies in the infirmary come from? I think the ship's log will help me answer some of these questions. It will either be in a deck house or in the captain's cabin, but the icebreaker is vast. I won't be able to fight in the captain's cabin in the deck plan of the ship. Where should I go? Okay, this looks like a new option. Find the captain's. The ship's deck plan had darkened with age, and some of the labels were difficult to make out. To make matters worse, there was virtually no light. Okay, find this, and if the ship's deck plan is correct, the captain's cabin is in the submerged aft part of the main deck. Let's go down to the main deck. Put on the scuba set. Let's swim along the main deck's port side. Got my country revolver. I swam along the inky black corridor to the very end, shining the dull, wavering light of the underwater flashlight on the doors and found the captain's cabin. It turned out that the water was only waist deep inside the cabin, and in a pocket there was a safe on the table. I pulled off my breathing apparatus and opened the safe with the key I found in my wardrobe. Inside was a revolver, a sheaf of papers, and on top of that, the thing I was searching for, the ship's log. September 7, 1984, Dima, the second officer, died today. The second officer, wait, that's quite a high ranking officer, so it must have been something serious. Another 6 men are suffering from fever. I called the doctor, but he was at a loss. He said it was an unknown infection, that the unusual drugs weren't helping. He thinks the crew picked it up on shore in a Kangalsk. I met with the senior officer and assured that everything was under control. We are heading straight to Kangalsk. An epidemic is the last thing right now. The ship has turned into a living hell. 30 bodies, the cold storage is full. Okay. We have quarantined them the best we can in the infirmary. That explains the tomb. September 18, I am ashamed to admit it, but I don't know what to do. Belomorsk has told us we can't disembark. They promised to send doctors, but they haven't materialized. Who would want to come onto a plague ship and then spread the disease to the rest of the city? The men are dying by the dozen. Only myself, Fyodor, the Bozyan, and Oryukov, the senior mechanical, left of the officer corps. There is a pile of bodies in the infirmary. Nobody can bring themselves to burn them. The men have lost their heads. There is unrest, insubordination. It's all gone to hell. I don't know what to do. This morning, Fyodor came to me. He had clearly been drinking and he started demanding that I gave them boats to go. So I refused. We had no right to subject the city to risk of infection. Fyodor embarrassed me in the threats. I had to put him in isolation. Read more. There's nothing to read. Okay, let's disembark. I'm unable to find anything new in Belomorsk. I need to head straight to Leningrad. I stop at Petrozavodsk on the way, although I doubt I'll find any survivors there. Well, this was quite a dark story, but guys, I want to let you know that mutiny rarely, very rarely happens on ship. Like, this looks like an icebreaker, so the crew is probably small, 26 or 27 people, and they can be easily managed. They are there on their own will, so it's very easy to manage them as such. And when it comes to diseases and epidemics spreading aboard ships, it's not easy for diseases to spread on ships because A, the hygiene is very well maintained, and secondly, the crew is well educated on how to prevent diseases from spreading. So guys, that's just another note. I'll have to call W right here. Let's check where Petrozavodsk is. Quite far away, huh? So guys, I'll call it a video right here. Thank you for coming along with me on this journey of day survival version 594. If you like my content, be sure to subscribe and leave a comment down below. See you guys next time.